Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Coronavirus and the Independent Retailer Podcast. This is episode number 52. I've mentioned it several times that when Susan and I decided to do this 5-day-a-week podcast, we thought, it might last 3 weeks, and now that all seems rather trite, doesn't it? I mean, this is week 11. But anyway, today I would like to talk about overwhelm and uncertainty, and then after we're done, after that, I'm going to talk a little bit about the retail mastery system, because all of our programs and products, not all of them, but most of our programs and products are on have a special price right now. We lowered the price for the pandemic, but we are sort of trying to move past it, and so the prices are going up. So we want to make sure that you know about all the things that are available, and if any of them are appropriate, correct for you, that you can make the investment when it's here at the lower price. So yesterday, I was done. I did three live broadcasts, and I was trying to do another set of videos, and then I looked on my email, looked at my inbox, and I just became overwhelmed. It was like, and immediately I just felt overwhelmed. And the first thing that came into my head, and this has happened, the song comes into my head, has come into my head at regular intervals throughout my career as an entrepreneur. And it was a song made popular in the movie Midnight Cowboy, and it was sung, it wasn't written by, but it was made popular by Harry Nilsson. The song is Everybody's Talking at Me. And everybody's talking at me, I can't hear a word they're saying, only the echoes of their minds. And then it goes on, and then it goes, and then the chorus is, I'm going back to where the sun keeps shining through the pouring rain. Going where the weather suits my clothes, yeah. Skipping off on a northeast wind, sailing like a summer breeze. Skipping over the ocean like a stone. This whole idea of leave the people behind and go to the ocean and find that wonderful space. And that song sort of brings me back to, just feeling overwhelmed and all this uncertainty that's around what's going on with the coronavirus. And sometimes I feel a little guilty, like I'm the guy who's trying to pump you up, but I'm struggling. I said, shit, didn't want to do that this morning. Anyway. So this morning, I got on my 10% Happier app, and they have a whole section on the coronavirus. And I listened to one on strong emotions during the coronavirus. And this was by one of my favorite teachers. His name is Joseph Goldstein. And so Joseph, that's what I think of him. I don't know him personally, but I think of him as Joseph. So the meditation, the lesson this morning was, it's okay. And that's, and it was so important to me to hear that this morning. I'm still feeling it clearly, but it's okay. And what he said, and what I'm sharing with you is, it's okay to feel those strong emotions, but what you can't do is try to make them go away, because the harder you work at making them go away, the less likely they are to go away. So the thing to do when you feel this uncertainty and when you feel overwhelmed is to kind of lean into it, right? Lean into it. And when you lean into it and recognize that it's okay to feel the way that you're feeling, the appropriate response will become evident to you. And it was very helpful to me. Clearly, I haven't leaned into it enough yet today, but I'm going to. I got a lot of shit to do today, so I better lean into it. But, sometimes I feel a little guilty that I'm, your big cheerleader here going, come on, be positive, go kick some ass. Excuse my language, I'm getting foul mouthed today. But sometimes I feel a little guilty when I'm trying to push positivity at you all the time when, uncertainty and overwhelm, are part of my existence too. So, I guess the message is that, experience it. That overwhelm is part of what we're dealing with here. Uncertainty is going to be with us for a long time. The political divide that's going on, the mask versus no mask, all of this stuff is difficult. And it's not going to go away, and you can't wish it away. The appropriate response is to recognize that it is what it is, and it's okay that it's that way. And it's just one of those things that you got to deal with. The thing that I try not to do is when I get this way is to be an idiot, to not yell at, but to be mean to people and things like that, just to try to retreat myself. And I'm not doing a very good job on this podcast today. I apologize, but it's okay. I just wanted to share that with you. It was valuable to me to hear that this morning, and I thought it would be important for me to share that with you. All right, so it's okay. All right, now having said that, let me tell you about the Retail Mastery System. Because if you have the Retail Mastery System and you're watching this live, would you please do me a favor? Either give it some love by pushing on heart or put a comment about what it's done for you. Because the Retail Mastery System is our flagship product. It has, we have sold literally, I think we've sold about 5,000 versions. I mean, the old ones that came in the box with DVDs and CDs. Now the new version 2.0, and I mean, it is just such an incredibly valuable tool for you if you're an independent retailer. We have, just literally, reams of testimonials where people said, it changed our lives, right? It put us on the right path. And here's what I know. I know that there's not going to be room for the hobbyists. There's not going to be room for the amateurs when this is all said and done. I believe in you, and I believe that you've got the right stuff to be incredibly successful. The fact that you're participating here, right? The fact that you're watching this tells me that you want the information you need to be great. Excuse me. And while in the past, there was time to make mistakes. There was, sort of a ramp up time that you could, find to get good. That time no longer exists. When times are good and and the economy is good and everybody can walk around and window shop and, casually shop. When times are good, there's wiggle. You can afford to make mistakes. You can afford to manage your inventory sort of, not sloppily, but you can afford to carry that extra 10%. You can afford to carry that not so great employee. You can afford to spend money on advertising that doesn't work. But those times are gone. Now is the time for pros. Now is the time for people who are on it. And if you want to be on it, you need information, you need skills, you need wisdom, you need perspective. And the Retail Mastery System is the place to get it. Now, normally the Retail Mastery System is $2,997. Until the end of the month, it's only $2,497. It's normally 18 monthly payments of $197. Until the end of the month, it's only 15 payments of $197. So you get to save, many hundreds of dollars. You do get an unconditional 90-day money-back guarantee. So if you get it and you don't think it's everything that I'm saying it is, just call the office. We'll give you your money back. And I know for a lot of you, cash is tight. Put it on the payment plan. If you open the marketing module and use what's in the marketing module, you will make that $197 back in a couple of weeks. Just open the section on gift certificates. You'll make that money back in a week or two. And, it will make you money. There's a time to pull back on your expenses, and there's a time to invest. This is not a cost. This is an investment. This is an investment in your future. And if you're not really good right now, I'm going to look at you and tell you that this is an investment that you really can't afford not to make. And we've been spending a lot of time together in the last 11 weeks. And if what I've been sharing with you and, what we've been doing together, if you trust me, try it. People say, oh, I would never buy it and then return it. If you trust me, invest in it. And if it's not good for you, I don't want your money. We don't want your money. We want you to be successful. So if you're sitting on the fence, yes, it sounds sort of self-serving for me to say, if you trust me, but it's true. It's true. The retail mastery system can make such a difference in your business life. And we've been working hard to get through this pandemic together. And there is a new reality emerging. And you need to be good if you're going to be successful in that new reality. So I know it's a little harder than I like to pitch a product on a podcast, but I feel really strongly about it. And so I just thought I would, really come out and say that. So finally, thank you for bearing with my emotions this morning. Thank you for giving me a chance to share how I feel with you. We only have 2 of these left. Today's Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then we're no longer going to be doing these 5 morning-a-week podcasts. But, if you didn't get that note, I wanted to share that. But I do promise that our commitment to you is unwavering, that we will do everything we can. So even though this podcast won't be 5 days a week, we will come back with something new, different, and even better. So that is that. If you're not feeling great, okay. If you're not feeling great today, that's okay. I'm Bob Megan, and we will see you tomorrow.